Hey guys, it's Di from Being Mommy with Style, and today I'm excited to share this unboxing review of two great items from Kira's American Girl collection. So Kira is the Girl of the Year 2021, and my girls love her story. So you can see that she has all kinds of cute animal friends that are in her story. We have the kangaroos here, and she also has this really awesome Kira's Animal exam table that is a part of her story, really interactive, and it came with this really cute koala. So we're gonna open this up today. I wanna show you everything that it does and share what the girls think about it as well. So you can see that this playset came in a really big size box, but my older daughter, who is getting ready to turn 11, was able to carry it. It wasn't too heavy. It came with a number of pieces, and the girls were able to play with this in the store, and they absolutely loved it. So this was one of their selections when we were in the store. You can see it comes as one big piece down inside the box, and then it has the accessories here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lift this out and put it together. So you can see it comes in one large piece that you don't have to put any of these small pieces together. It has this area on the side that already has the threatened species sticker on it. Her computer area, which is interactive. It has this pump, which actually moves whenever you squeeze the blood pressure pump. And it has a few drawers on the sides to actually hold all of the accessories there on the exam table, and these areas here for storage as well. So I thought this wildlife rescue clinic was really super cute. It had a ton of great colors on it. It was bright and colorful and cheerful. And then it came with all of these accessories that the kids can use with the clinic as well. And of course, one of the crowd favorites, I think, is going to be Bean, the little koala. Bean is a little koala that has a fun part in her story as well, and I know that this is going to be a favorite for the girls. So I love that this actually came with the Wildlife Rescue Clinic, and so you can actually do a koala exam, and that's how it looks like on the table. Then I gave the girls the choice of either the larger koala or the kangaroo with the joey, and they chose the kangaroo and the joey. That was a unanimous choice between all of them because they were excited that this already came in the set, so they wanted to have a koala and a kangaroo. So this does take batteries, and I have a screwdriver to get it open, and also I have some Duracell batteries I'm going to put in here. So it has a number of interactive features, so we're just going to open this up and put the batteries in so it's ready to go. Putting the batteries in was really the only setup needed. You can see there's an off, a low sound, and a high sound right here. So we're just gonna put it on the low sound for right now and then turn it around and see how it works. So this has all of the drawers open now. I just have a few more pieces of tape to take off here, and it has the battery on. So we're ready to start interacting, and I'm going to start opening up the accessories that it came with so you can see what's inside the accessories and what you can do with these. So it's got a ton of different pieces in here that you can use as a part of the table. There is a orthoscope. I'm probably not going to say the words of these right. A clipboard. There is a little milliliter drinking so you can give them some water. There is a pink bandage that you can put on, the girls can play with. There is a little bin here that has a tray inside. Maybe that's supposed to be water for them. There is a little plastic syringe where they can pretend like they're giving it a shot. There is a fake pen. Here is a sponge where you can give them a bath. There is some saline solution and also another little bottle. There is a white bandage, kind of like a gauze. And the little thing that you look in their ears with. We're going to open all of these up. Some antibiotic ointment and scissors. So that's what's in the real big one. Then there's also a doll-sized stethoscope in here that the dolls can use to examine the koala or kangaroo, whoever their patient is. And then in this more flat one, it has all of the instructions, so we're going to check that out. And it also has a file folder, rescue clinic admission form. So those can go over here on the side where they can hold all their files. It comes with this Kira's animal exam table, and it shows how to put the batteries in. And then it also shows this computer how you press it on and off. So there is for lights right here, an on and off switch. And then there's also, you can press for sounds.
Welcome to our wildlife rescue clinic. This is where we bring animals that need medical help or just a checkup.
So there's a button over here on the left for sounds and a button over here for the light. And what the light does is there's actually a number of interactive little fillers here, and you slide them down. We will test out putting those in and seeing what those are like. If you've ever taken your pet to the vet, you know a lot of times on these exam tables there is usually something that weighs your pet, and it usually has some sort of pad or just something to make it more comfortable for them. So that goes right here and fits perfectly on the table. So let's open these up and see what some of the different sounds are. So in this area there is a number of these different computer screens which just slide right down in, so you can see the rescue clinic homepage.
Welcome to our wildlife rescue clinic. This is where we bring animals that need medical help or just a checkup.
And the really cool thing is that each of these has a different code on the bottom. So you can see that this one has notched out right here, and this one has notches in a different place. So when you slide this down in here, it actually will say something different because this one is about koalas.
This is Bean. He's a young male koala.
And then it has all of Bean's information there. So you can also use the light here and turn it off or turn it back on. So it's really interactive, and I love how many different features it has. This one shows all of the different animals that you might see at the Wildlife Rescue Clinic.
We take care of many kinds of animals here. Let's find out more about some of them.
And then this has the admission form on the computer screen.
It looks like we have a new patient. What kind of animal is it?
So I really love how interactive this is, and you can see the buttons here. You just press this. You can turn it off and on. You can leave this screen in and actually hit this button right here for more sound.
Let's examine our new patient to see if they need any medical attention. When we examine an animal, the first step is to see how much it weighs. Let's put an animal on the scale.
All right, so I love how interactive this is with the kids. So let's put an animal on the scale, and actually prompts them what to do and actually how to use this. So this is a lot of fun. Let's see what it says next.
It's important that the animals are clean. Let's give this one a bath.
All right, so she said, let's give this one a bath. So then you can get the bath things out. And it's nice because it actually prompts them with different ways to play with the play set.
This is Bean. He's a young male koala.
So the only thing I see that's not really super intuitive right off the bat is I don't see where you're supposed to hold or really store all of these extra screens. So they're really accessible to switch them out. So there is a place where you could just kind of put them behind there. But if you want to be able to easily switch them out, I didn't see like a holder or anything like that. So that's the only kind of note that I have about you may want to come up with something that works for you. And
we take care of many kinds of animals here. Let's find out more about some of them.
These drawers work great for the smaller accessories, but none of the computer screens are the right size to fit in there. So I'm just going to slide those back behind for now. And then I'm going to work on opening up all of the small accessories and getting some of the drawers organized. So let's open up some of these accessories that go along with the exam table and are important pieces to have. So there is a doll stethoscope. It's of course perfectly doll size, and it has the little end where you can put it on the animal, and the dolls can wear that. I'm gonna go ahead and take this rubber band off the pump here, and again, whenever you squeeze that, it moves. And then there are a few different droppers and bottles that have milliliter marks on them. So we're gonna open these up so the kids can pretend that they're giving the baby milk or they're giving it some medicine in those droppers. There's a couple tools to look in ears and eyes. And these have doll handles as well so that their doll can use these. I'm just gonna stick that up there. And then we'll get the other one. I believe this one is for the eyes. And open this up to put it up there. And I love the color scheme that it feels a little bit kind of beachy and outdoors, but it goes with what they have in their American Girl items already. I think that her whole collection just was really well thought out and really well detailed. I love that. There's some saline solution, a little bottle that looks like it has saline in it. There are these few bandages. This one is more of like an elastic bandage. So it's stretchy. And that's the pink one. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the top drawer. And then this is a sponge. This is something we don't want our actual dog to get a hold of, because I have a feeling he would make short work out of this. But here's a sponge so they could pretend that they were giving it a bath. And then this little pan of water, since she prompts to give a bath, I bet this is for them to take a quick bath in, and the sponge goes along with that. So I will go ahead and stick that actually down on the bottom. There is a clipboard for their charts and for the different forms that they may want to fill out. So those fit on there perfectly. And let's go ahead and open these forms up too, so you can see these. So I love that American Girl gives them multiple copies of the same form, because especially with two girls that are sharing, it gives them the opportunity to switch off in roles and fill out this form for multiple patients as well. So I'm just going to put that here, and then they have the file folder where they can put their completed forms. I love this file folder holder here on the side. It makes it really easy and accessible. There is a little syringe where they can pretend that they are giving medicine or a vaccine. Put that in the top. There are some scissors, and these are super functional. They're cutting a bandage, and they do open. And then there is the ointment. This is just a tube. I don't think that the top comes off or anything. Yeah, it's just one piece antibiotic ointment. Can go in the top there with the bandages. Then there's some gauze. And this is like a gauzy, you know, like you'd put it on their head. It does have a little bit of a gauze feel. So these are different in that this is stretchy that you could wrap it around, and this is more like a gauze. And then there's also a little pen. These always get lost, but at least they'll have one to start out with the set, and it says American Girl on there. And there's that. Overall, I like that this set was really easy to put together, just right out of the box. I love that there's a lot of accessory storage right here on the table. You can see that we haven't even like really used a whole bunch of it. Let's see where the saline fits, if it fits in any of the drawers or not. Let's see. So it doesn't really quite fit in there. There's one more drawer on the side. I love when the accessories actually have the ability to hold most of the stuff that's in there. So this has the shelf down here for anything that will not fit. And then these small bottles, these can go here in this level. And then it's also great because it came with the koala, and it already had all of the stickers on it. That's something that drives me nuts because the sticker placement it ends up being in a different spot if you were not the one to put it on. So I love that it has the stickers already on there, here on the top and also down here on the bottom. This National Threatened Species Day sticker was already on there. I think that's a great touch and just a really great kind of detail that American Girl's known for. Overall, it seems like a really quality set. I think the kids are going to get a ton of use out of it, and I love how interactive this is. This is something that I think they're going to get a lot of use out of. So when you touch the button, there's actually over 40 sayings. So when you have the same screen in there, when you push the button again for sound, it actually says something different.
We take care of many kinds of animals here. Let's find out more about some of them.
So the kangaroo is a really great size, and it's got this little pouch in here where you can stick the Joey. And then down in the bottom of the box, there is this tiny little Joey. Look at that face. And it fits perfectly down in the pouch. So you can have the Joey kind of hanging out. And the kids really get a lot of play out of the animals. So I thought this would be really cool because we obviously don't have a kangaroo. We don't have a koala. We're probably going to end up with the full-size koala, I'll just be honest, at some point too. But this was a really great way to add to the set for them to be able to interact with the story and have some animals that were exclusive to Kira's collection and Kira's story. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and first look at Kira's animal exam table. I think this was a great purchase from the Kira collection. I know that the kids are going to use this a lot. I love how interactive it is. I love how it puts you right in the middle of the story at the Wildlife Rescue Clinic. And I love that the kids can actually kind of use this to learn more about the different animals that would be there and how interactive all of these pieces are. I think this was a really great touch to make it modern and things that you would see naturally in a wildlife clinic, but still have a lot of great, rich play in it as well. So let me know what you think about this item down below in the comments. Let me know if you have gotten anything from Kira's collection. We absolutely love Kira's collection. I think we'll definitely end up with some more pieces. Probably the bigger koala, I'm thinking. It's a little bit bigger. It's around the size of this kangaroo. So then we'd have little Bean, the smaller koala, the bigger kangaroo, and a Joey. And then if we end up with the bigger koala, then we'd have 4 little animals that could go to the Wildlife Rescue Clinic. But all in all, this was a great purchase. I'm excited to get some other Kira items from her collection. And let me know what you would like to see next in a future review. We'll also share a video of Natalie doing some play with this and the girls' reactions to it as well. So let me know if you have any questions down below. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.